Welcome to Santi Peace for Mathematics. So in the previous lectures, we have talked about the differentiable function. The differentiable function are defined for a function f which define on D to C, where D is a subset of C and Z0 belongs to D, and this D contains some neighborhood of Z0. If the limit of f of z minus f of z0 upon z minus z0 as z tends to z0 is exist and finite, then we can say that the function is differentiable at the point z0. And if you want to say that the function is differentiable over D, it has to be differentiable for each point of D. And then we have discussed certain results on differentiability. We proved that every differentiable function is continuous. The converse of this result is not true. That also we have seen in the previous lecture. We have seen certain rules of derivative, differentiability of sum of two functions, what is the differentiability of product of two functions, and the division of two functions. Also we have talked about the composition of a two differentiable function is differentiable, and due to that we have a chain rule. Now today we will discuss about the necessary condition for differentiability. So which states that as a theorem, as suppose that f of z equal to u of xy plus iv of xy and f dash of z exists at z0, which is x0 plus iy0, then prove that the first order partial derivative of u and v at x0 y0 satisfies ux, which is a partial derivative of u with respect to x, is equal to vy, and ui equal to minus vx. You know that this ux is denoted as del u by del x, and similarly the notation for vy, ui and vx you have. And f dash of z0, that is the derivative of z0, can be computed as ux plus ivx, or this is also equivalent to vy minus I uy. So this is the necessary condition for differentiability. That means the function is differentiable, then it has to be satisfy these two equations, and these two equations are very well known in a complex analysis. It says that it is the CR equation. What is the CR equation? It is a Cauchy-Riemann equation. So it is a Cauchy-Riemann equations. These equations, both the equation 1 and equation 2, both of them are known as the Cauchy-Riemann equations. So here we want to prove that if the function is differentiable, then they satisfies the CR equations, and the derivative can be calculated using this expression, that is ux plus ivx. Let us give the proof for this statement. Equal to u of xy plus iv of xy is differentiable at z0. Hence by definition what we can say, a limit of f of z plus delta z, it has to be z0 plus delta z minus f of z0 upon delta z as delta z tends to 0 equal to f dash of z. Now since this is exist, the limit has to be finite number. So if you can take any path towards delta z tends to 0, you will have always the same answer. That means the limit must be unique, because this is a differentiable, so that limit is unique. So here I am taking a two paths. The first one is parallel to x axis and second one is parallel to y axis. So suppose that delta z tends to 0 through a real value, that is nothing but the parallel to x axis, which is nothing but the delta y equal to 0. If you have this, then what we get is limit of delta z tends to 0 f of z0 plus delta z minus f of z0 upon delta z, and this value is nothing but the f dash of z0. This will gives you, if you use the f which is u plus iv, so that is limit delta z tends to 0. So instead of this we can write as u of x0 plus delta x y0 plus delta y plus I v of x0 plus delta x y0 plus delta y minus u of x0 y0 minus I v of x0 y0 upon delta x plus I delta y. Now as we are taking a path along the delta y equal to 0, we'll have limit delta x tends to 0. You'll substitute delta y equal to 0 in this expression. So you'll have u x0 plus delta x comma y0 minus I v x0 plus delta x comma y0 minus u of x0 y0 minus v of x0 y0 upon delta x. This can be rewritten as, if you can write down the real and imaginary part of this expression separately, so that can be rewritten as limit of delta x tends to 0 u of x0 plus delta x comma y0 minus u of x0 y0 upon delta x plus, you just see that there is I here, so that I is common out and this has to be plus due to this here is plus sign, so that's why this is also plus, and you just take common out I from it. Limit delta x tends to 0 v of x0 plus delta x comma y0 minus v of x0 y0 upon delta x. Now what is this quantity? We have to observe that here we have take a change in x because this is x0 plus delta x and x0 upon delta x. So this is nothing but the partial derivative of u with respect to x at point z is equal to z0 plus this is I is here, and what will be this side is in the similar manner is del v by del x at point z is equal to z0, and this quantity is nothing but the f dash of z0. We call it this equation as 1. As here we have taken only one path, which is we are moving towards along the x axis, that is this is delta z equal to 0, this point, and you are moving along this direction, x axis direction. Now we are moving along the imaginary direction, that is the line which is parallel to y axis. So let delta z tends to 0 through imaginary line parallel to y axis, that is delta x is equal to 0. Then what we have is f dash of z0 will be limit of delta y tends to 0. As you seen that in the above, in this expression we are substituting delta x is equal to 0. So this quantity will become 0, this quantity will become 0. So this expression, that is f dash of z, we have, which we can rewrite as u of x0 y0 plus delta y plus I v of x0 y0 plus delta y minus u of x0 y0 minus I v of x0 y0 upon I delta y. So this 1 upon I am taking common out, and this quantity I may write down as a real and imaginary part separately, so that u x0 y0 plus delta y minus u of x0 y0 upon delta y plus I. So this I is common out from this two expression, and I'm taking limit inside. So this is v of x0 y0 plus delta y minus v of x0 y0 upon delta y, and this 1 upon I may write down as, by multiplying and divide by I in the numerator and the denominator, will write down I upon I square, and this quantity that we have here, which can be written as del u by del y at point z is equal to z0, and this is del v by del y at point z is equal to z0. I is already there, and this is f dash of z0. If you have I square, so it will become minus 1, and if you multiply this I inside the bracket, so finally what you will have is f dash of z0 will be, if you multiply this I inside, This is I into del u by del y, z is equal to z0, and this I square will become minus 1, so minus is here, and this minus I is also multiply here, so this will become plus del v by del y at point z is equal to z0, and we call it this equation is 2. Now you just observe your equation 1, that is here, and the equation 2, and both the value has the same f dash of z0. So comparing equation 1 and 2, we get the real part of equation 1 is del u by del x as z is equal to z0, and the real part of the equation 2 is this, that is del v by del y at point z is equal to z0. So that is del v by del y at point z is equal to z0, and the imaginary part of the equation 2 is minus of del u by del y at point z is equal to z0, and the imaginary part of equation 1 is del v by del x at point z is equal to z0. So that is del v by del x at point z is equal to z0. So that proves the condition, and this are known as a CR equation, Cauchy-Riemann equation. So that proves this statement, the necessary condition for differentiability. Here one should note as a remark that the CR equations are necessary condition for existence of a derivative. But note that if the CR equations are satisfied, we may not say that the function is differentiable. So if we can say that CR equations are satisfied, this does not imply f is differentiable. Please keep this in mind. That means the converse of this statement is not true. What is the statement? F is differentiable, then CR equations are satisfied. The converse is not true. Let's see by example. So the example is for a function f of z is defined by f of z is equal to z bar square upon z if z is not equal to 0, 0 if z is equal to 0. Prove that CR equations are satisfied at 0, 0, but f is not differentiable at 0, z equal to 0. Let us prove this statement. So first let us try to prove that f is not differentiable at the point. So for that I am considering a limit f of z minus f of 0 upon z minus 0, z tends to 0. This will gives you limit z tends to 0. What is f of z? It is z bar square upon z. So it is z bar square upon z minus f of 0 is 0 is given. So it is 0 upon z. So finally you will have it is limit z tends to 0, z bar square upon z square. If you write down this is in terms of x and y form, so that limit can be rewritten as xy tends to 0, 0 as x minus iy square upon x plus iy square. Now here the question is to prove that it is not differentiable. That means this limit does not exist. That you have to show. So you can show by choosing some path. So along the path y equal to mx, we have limit z tends to 0, f of z minus f of 0 upon z minus 0 will gives you limit xy tends to 0, but since y is mx, so I just write down mx here. That is x minus I mx square upon x plus I mx square. So this can be written as limit x tends to 0. If you take common out x square from this, so an x square from the denominator which is cancel out. So finally you will have 1 minus im square upon 1 plus im. So that is 1 minus im upon 1 plus im, which is depends on m. So that's why the limit is not unique. So therefore f is not differentiable at the point z0. But here we need to check that whether the CR equations are satisfied or not. So to prove that the CR equations are satisfied or not, you have to find out what is u and v, because to prove that CR equations are not satisfied at 0, 0, the CR equation is Ux is equal to Vy and Vx is equal to minus Uy. These are the CR equations you have. So for that you need to calculate what is the partial derivative of u with respect to x. That means if you want to check whether the CR equation satisfy, first of all you have to calculate what are the real and imaginary part of the function. So you have a given function is for any non-zero z, your given function is z bar square upon z, which can be write as x minus iy square upon x plus iy. That I can write as x minus iy cube upon x square plus y square by multiplying and dividing by x minus iy. And now I will express this numerator by binomial expansion, that is x cube minus i3x square y minus 3x square y plus iy cube upon x square plus y square. So the real part of this quantity will gives you x cube minus 3xy square upon x square plus y square plus I y cube minus 3x square y upon x square plus y square. That means your u of xy will be this x cube minus 3xy square upon x square plus y square if xy is non-zero, and 0 if xy is 0. Why? Because f of 0 is given as 0. So the real part at point 0, it is 0. And the v of xy you will have is y cube minus 3x square y upon x square plus y square, as xy is not equal to 0, 0 if xy is equal to 0. Now let us calculate what is ux at point 0, 0, because I want to prove that at point 0, 0 the CR equations are not satisfied. So let's calculate ux at 0, 0, that is limit delta x tends to 0, u of 0 plus delta x minus comma 0 minus u of 0, 0 upon delta x. This can be written as limit delta x tends to 0. This is u delta x comma 0 minus u of 0, 0 upon delta x. You just observe that what is u of xy. U of xy that we have calculated is x cube minus 3xy square upon x square plus y square. Now you just substitute that is delta x and y here. So that is will gives you limit delta x tends to 0. This is delta x cube. This quantity will become 0 upon delta x square and minus 0 upon delta x. So finally what you will have is limit delta x tends to 0, delta x cube upon delta x cube. So that will gives me 1. Same way, what is u y at 0, 0, that is limit delta y tends to 0, u of 0 comma delta y minus u of 0, 0 upon delta y, that is equal to limit delta y tends to 0. As we have seen that the u of xy is this, so if you put x is equal to 0, the numerator is 0 here, so that's why it is 0 minus u of 0, 0 is already 0 upon delta y, so this will be 0. Now let us calculate v of v y at 0, 0, that is limit delta y tends to 0, v of 0 delta y minus v of 0, 0 upon delta y. What is v of xy we have calculated is y cube minus 3x square y upon x square y square. So you just substitute instead of y delta y, so this will gives me limit delta y tends to 0, delta y cube upon delta y square minus 0 upon delta y. So finally what we'll have is limit delta y tends to 0, delta y cube upon delta y cube, which gives me 1. And similarly, delta x at point 0, 0 can be written as limit delta x tends to 0 u of delta x comma 0 minus u of 0, 0 upon delta x. So that will gives me limit delta x tends to 0 u of x comma 0. If you put y equal to 0 in this numerator, that is 0. So it is 0 minus 0 upon delta x, which will gives you 0. So that means what we got here, finally let us conclude, we got is u of x 0, 0 is 1, v of x 0, 0 is 0, uy at x 0, 0 is also 0, and vy at 0, 0 is 1. So that means this quantities are same and this quantities are same. So therefore we can say that ux at point 0, 0 is equal to vy at point 0, 0 and vx at 0, 0 equal to uy at point 0, 0. So we say that CR equations are satisfied, but the function is not differentiable. So if the CR equations are satisfied, we cannot say the function is differentiable. Yes, but if the function is differentiable, then we have to say that the CR equations are satisfied. So what will be the negation of that statement? The negation of that statement is says that if the CR equations are not satisfied, then we can say that the function is not differentiable. So you just recall the P implies Q is here. So that is not Q implies not P. This both statements are same. So what we have is the statement f is differentiable, that implies CR equations are satisfied. So what is the negation of this statement is true, that we have proven. What is the negation of this statement is CR equations are not satisfied, that implies f is not differentiable. So with this we'll solve certain examples, prove that f of z is equal to z bar is nowhere differentiable. So let's have f of z is equal to z bar, that is x minus iy. If you consider u of xy, if you compare its real and imaginary part, that is x, and v of xy will be minus y. So what is the partial derivative, that is what is ux? So we have to prove that it is not differentiable. That means we can prove that it is the CR equations are not satisfied. If they are not satisfied, then it is not differentiable. So what is ux? It is 1. So the partial derivative of x with respect to x, uy is 0, vx is 0, and vy is minus 1. So what we can say is ux is not equal to vy, because this is 1 and this is minus 1, and vy is whether it is equal to vx, so that's no matter, but ux is not equal to vy, so therefore CR equations not satisfy, hence f is not differentiable anywhere. Let's have the another example, f of z equal to z bar. Let us discuss the differentiability of this function. So what is u of xy here? You may see that if it is write down as x plus iy, so it is mod of x plus iy square, which can be written as x square plus y square plus I 0. So that is u of xy is x square plus y square, v of xy is 0. So ux you will have 2x, uy is 2y, vx is 0, vy is 0. So what we can say, the CR equations are not satisfied at except x is equal to 0. So we can say that ux is not equal to vy if x is not equal to 0. If x is equal to 0, obviously ux is equal to vy, and same manner vx not equal to minus uy if y is not equal to 0. So definitely we can say that f is not differentiable at z not equal to 0. So therefore what we conclude here is this function is not differentiable at z not equal to 0. For z equal to 0, the proof already have discussed in my previous video. So let us recall what we did in this video. We have discussed about the necessary condition for differentiability. It says that if the function is differentiable, then the CR equation has to be satisfied. The negation of that statement says that if the CR equations are not satisfied, the function is not differentiable. With the help of that, we have solved certain example. The converse of this result is not true, that also we have discussed, which says that if the CR equations are satisfied, we cannot say the function is differentiable. With this note, I am stopping here. If you like this video, please press the like button. If you have any comments, suggestions or questions, please drop down in a comment box below. Till then, bye bye, sayonara.